today I was at school and I walked in like the little village area, like, you know, I was just chilling. I was doing my homework and I sat down to do my homework and this really fine black man walked past me. Disclaimer, I'm black. But anyway, so he walked past me and I was like, damn, he's really cute. I'm not gonna talk to him anyway, but like in my head for a second I was like, he's really cute. And then I was like, oh, he's tall, like he's an athlete, blah blah blah. And then, you know what I said to myself? I said, this black man probably don't even like black girls.
Huh?
He probably doesn't even talk to black women.
Is this motherfucking bitch serious?
Alright, so all black men don't date black women. If you are black, this is most definitely a phrase you have heard multiple times in your life. And even though this phrase has been around for a long time, I'm here to tell you that this phrase is complete. Oh, and I mean complete and utter cap. You can literally do a quick Google search and quickly find out that the majority of black men are married to black women. But somehow the black community will see one famous black celebrity with a white woman, and somehow all black men don't date black women. And I say black community because at first I thought it was just black women saying this, and then I started hearing black men saying it, and I was like, my guy, you're lost. I think this is getting out of hand because it is one of the most over-exaggerated things I have ever heard. But somehow, even if you disprove this phrase, then these people will bring up somebody like Jonathan Majors with a white woman and then will repeat the phrase. So I've been thinking about what should I do? And then I realized I can't disprove it because I've tried it in real life and that didn't work. So I know it wouldn't work on the internet. So then I realized the only thing I can do is to tell them why all black men don't date black women. So without further ado, let's get into the reasons why black men don't date black women. I mean, I feel like this is self-explanatory, but yes, other races have attractive women as well. In my opinion, just because I am black does not mean I can only be attracted to black women.
I beg your pardon? Shut your goddamn ass up.
Like, bro, do we live in Alabama in 1999? There are beautiful women of every race, but for some reason in the black community, if you say that, then they will be like, oh, just say that you only go after white girls.
Whoa, hold on there.
Why does it always have to be the snow bunnies? We date other races too, like Latinas. When it comes to the Latinas, man, I'm pretty sure you already know why us black men like our Latinas. Latinas got that body type that just make you go. But there is one feature that stands out the most when it comes to the Latinas, and that feature is their long, luscious, beautiful black hair. That's real, by the way. Next up, we have Asian women.
She kind of bad. Nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut up. Shut up, nigga.
Now, when it comes to the Asians, us black men like for a multitude of reasons, like their eye shape. Especially when it looks like their eyes are closed when they smile. Oh man, especially their slender and petite body type. Unless you're looking at the ones on Instagram. Have y'all seen the ones on Instagram?
Goddamn titties.
Asian women really are beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're outside, you see a little Asian girl walking home from school, and you approach her like, and then you grab her by her shoulders and be like,
where your mom at, nigga?
You sound weird to me. You're weird. You're a weirdo.
Look, I apologize for my actions. I'm just doing what the meme says. What does the meme say, you ask? The meme reads, a black man should not die without experiencing two things, Hennessy and an Asian woman. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do what the meme says. I'm trying to be like my guy, Gideon. I'm trying to meet a Korean woman and say to her, I'll say, oh, I want to eat kimchi from your pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to meet a Japanese woman and say to her, konnichiwa, I want to eat sushi from your pussy. You feel me? Oh, god damn it. Last but not least, we have white women. Yes, the snow bunnies. You see, whenever us black men get the opportunity with the milk, we just have to thank the Lord for such an opportunity.
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
I know black women get mad at us when we look at the most unfuckable white girl like this. But you see, when it comes to why we like the snow, it's for one reason and one reason only. And this reason boils down to two words. And it's pretty obvious what those two words are. And these two words are sexual reparations. You know, I can't speak for black women because I haven't spoken to them on this topic. But I know for us black men, we suffer from generational trauma, from slavery. I can still feel the lashes that master gave to my ancestors. A black man needs some relief from all this trauma, you know what I'm saying? We know that we're not going to get rid of this trauma from financial reparations, because we will probably get pennies if we did. So we must go to the next best thing. You see, with sexual reparations, we can get rid of this trauma by relieving it through our perpetrators, women. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to white women, it seems to be common knowledge that they are willing to do anything to give us black men some pleasure. White women must feel bad for what their ancestors did to us. So to repay us for the generational trauma they caused us, they are willing to please us in any way. The snow bunnies will do anything we want. And I know that a certain percentage of black men are willing to give out the N-word pass. When a white woman says the N-word, it just hits different. You feel me? Like when a black woman says it to you, it feels more like she's saying it like you're the homie. But it hits different when a white woman is like,
broke ass nigga.
It hits different when they implement that hate speech with it.
Fuck you, nigga. Ain't that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Alright, chill out. I know I'm getting carried away, but it's not my fault. Blame women like Rachel Nichols for my actions. Am I saying I'm attracted to her? I mean, she kinda bad. I'm joking, but it's not my fault that women like Rachel Nichols are willing to give up some sexual reparations to relieve our generational trauma. We all know that Rachel Nichols was gobbling up Jimmy Butler's BBC gene.
Wait a minute. Pause.
With that red hair, you already know she was giving the best type of reparations. You already know what she was saying to him in the bedroom. Those magical 4 words. What are those magical 4 words, you ask? Well, it goes something like, hey man, you know the best part about dating outside of your race? If the girl you're dating has a racist dad. And why is that? Because, and you can play a song by the GOAT himself, Juice WRLD, the song titled KTM Drip, and the lyrics go like, I'm a spinner, shorty sweeter than a bag full of apple fritters. I told her racist ass dad that she fucked a nigga. Now, when it comes to the black community, there are 3 archetypes. Are there more than 3 archetypes in the black community? Absolutely. But for the sake of this video, we will only be discussing 3 that I think are important for this video. Now, when it comes to the 3 archetypes, there is one archetype that is loved the most by black women. It's time to figure out which archetype that is. Starting off with the first archetype, we have the hood nigga archetype. But if you know me, you already know what I like to call them.
Chocolate cricket.
With this archetype, the 2 main characteristics this archetype is known for is being lit and aggressive. I would add some others, but I'm not trying to bash them too much. Now, the second archetype is known as the nerd archetype. With this archetype, the characteristics it's known for is being lame, corny. A lot may say you act white, and a lot may say you sound white. You look like you sound like this.
Haven't had ass in 3 days. Water supply is going down. It's getting cold. Signing out now.
Now, between these 2 archetypes, which one do you think is the most attractive? You chose the nerd archetype? Man, I wish. In reality, the more attractive archetype is the hood nigga archetype. Now, I know some people are going to be like, I'm a nerd nigga and I can get bitches. I pulled a bitch with my Akatsuki robe on. Michael B. Jordan can get bitches. You're just a lame ass nigga.
Shut your ass up, bro.
Alright, chill out, my guy. I'll say this. Being a nerd nigga can be seen as attractive, but that's only if you are attractive or have some type of status. Because trust me, us average to below average looking nerd niggas get no love. Especially compared to hood niggas that look worse than us, which I'll come back to later. Now back to what I was saying. The hood nigga archetype is the most attractive archetype because I'm pretty sure that there is a good percentage of black women that are into hood niggas.
Yeah, but not me. I'm not talking to you then. Okay, shut up.
Now, why is the hood nigga archetype seen as the most attractive archetype? Well, rap music is our most popular form of media. All you hear in most rap music is murking niggas, drugs, struggling in the hood, etc. And since rap is very popular, and those things I listed are what we hear all the time, that lifestyle has been glorified. Not only from people who live in the hood and live that lifestyle, but also black people who live in the suburbs and don't live that lifestyle at all. As a man from the suburbs myself, I've seen this firsthand. Everybody in elementary school was a normal kid. And then as soon as we get to middle school and everybody got phones, a lot of people I knew started acting like hood niggas. And that's because it's cool to act that way and it's uncool to act like a nerd. You see, when it comes to the black community, there is a phenomenon known as a swag tax. Me personally, I like to call it nigga points. When it comes to nigga points, the more points you have, the more success you will have with black women. And the lower you have, the less success you will have with black women. For example, you like to wear suits, -2 nigga points. You look a little too white. You sag your pants, +10 nigga points. You like to play video games that aren't 2K, Madden, GTA, or Call of Duty, -30 nigga points. Lame ass nigga playing games like For Honor and Sekiro. You got a small nerve fro, -50 nigga points. You got a large nerve fro, -100 nigga points. The 1970s called, they want their hairstyle back. If you don't get your Jackson 5 looking ass the fuck up out of here and turn that shit into some dreads or some braids or something. Speaking of dreads, if you have dreads, +1000 nigga points. And even better, if you have wicks, +1 million nigga points. You look like you want to be arrested with that palm tree on your head. And last but not least, if your name is E. Aaron, E. Anthony, the coldest to ever do it, DeMarcus, Anquan, GaQuincy, Raekwon, Trayvon, Tyrone, LaMilton, Tyrese, Ardarius, Kwame, Jamal, plus 2 million nigga points. Man, with these names, you sound like you only date black women. You have a smart mother for giving you such a unique name. These names will take you somewhere in life. I mean, why do you think Ja Morant goes by Ja? If you didn't know, Ja is not his real name. First of all, Ja is short for Jamel, which is his middle name. What is his real name, you ask? His real name? Demetrius. You see, Demetrius sounds like I take family photos in the backyard of my family's house in a gated community. But Ja, that sounds like I flash guns in a strip club and in the passenger seat of a car. Demetrius sounds too nerdy, but Ja sounds just about right. Now you may be asking, how does this relate to the archetypes? Or if we take a closer look, you can see that the nerd archetype has only negative traits. And that's because nerd niggas don't rank high in nigga points. And because they don't rank high, they will be deemed lame. They will be deemed corny. Niggas will say they act white. Niggas will say they sound white. And since all of these are negative traits, nerd niggas will be deemed ugly, but in reality, they are most likely average. Personally, even though I say I'm a 4 and I have a disability, because of the way I was treated, it would make more sense for me to get treated poorly than the average looking nerd. But I know a lot of average looking nerds, and they were treated just like I was. And this information surprised me because an average looking nerd shouldn't be getting treated like an outcast, but they have the same experience like I did. Now I already know what somebody is going to say. You didn't get bitches because you're a nerd. You got no bitches because you're ugly. You're disabled. You sound like you smoke 20 packs of cigarettes a day, and you're just mad that you couldn't get no
bitches on your dick.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
I'm not gonna lie. If it was because I was ugly, then I would understand. But then the third archetype comes into play. The ugly thug archetype. The ugly thug has the same characteristics as the hood nigga archetype. But the only difference is they're ugly. Me personally, I knew an ugly thug from elementary to high school. And when I say bro was ugly, I mean bro was ugly. Every time he would roast somebody, they would always come back with, "You look like a frog." Now, like I said before, I was treated poorly for the way I looked, but I have never been compared to an animal. And I can't lie to y'all, bro did look like a frog. His lips, his eyes, his head shape were all shaped like a frog. But somehow, man was still pulling. And when I say he was pulling, I'm not talking about he was pulling Precious and Bertha. This man was pulling the baddies. I'm over here like, nigga, how? Me and my fellow nerd niggas are being called ugly, but he's getting a pass? Like, make it make sense. It makes sense now. But like, bruh, I would be over here like, man, do you really want to give birth to a half black, half tadpole baby? I would rather have him as my baby daddy than any of you lame ass niggas.
Oh, hell no!
I beg your pardon?
Wait, hold on a second. Give me some time to explain here.
No, fuck that! On everything, y'all got me fucked up! On my mama, y'all got me fucked up!
Now, when it comes to this part, in my experience as a nerd nigga, when it came to being around other black people who weren't considered nerdy, the grief was insane. You could be minding your business, and all of a sudden a nigga walks up to you and be like, "Hey yo, look at these lame ass niggas playing on a Nintendo 3DS. You like wrestling? Corny ass nigga. Do black people even watch wrestling? Weird ass nigga like an anime. You probably watch hentai." The crazy part is, sometimes niggas would just ignore me, and I wasn't even pulling up on them like,
"You really like anime? When's the first time Goku died? How many names do like Alchemy write in a death note?"
I would just ask them some simple questions about the assignment if we were in a group. I would be like, "Alright, who's doing which part?" Hello? And what's even worse is that these people would look at me and go back to doing what they were doing. I'm like, well, fuck me then. Having that experience made me think that's what would always happen to me. But whenever I worked with Chad, Stacy, Chang, Ling Ling, Maria, or Juan, they treated me with respect and would care about what I had to say. And I would be like, huh? So this is what being respected feels like? You know, usually when you are ugly, you get treated badly by everybody. It doesn't matter the race. But why is it that in my experience, I mainly got treated bad by niggas? But when it came to other races, the hate wasn't there. Even if you did bring up the nerdy topics with other races, they wouldn't look at you like you were a weirdo. And apparently this isn't only a me thing. Other people have talked about this topic and have even said similar things about being treated better by other races.
But at the same time, from the experiences I've been through too, I can confidently say I have been treated better by the white girls I've been with than the black girls, and that's just the truth.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all are not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails, they don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons it. She wants to be special. I said, Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl, and I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm gonna do. But this is what they told me. So stop being surprised.
To answer this question, no, not all black men don't date black women. In reality, it's only some. The fact of the matter is, even though everything I said that black men go through, like being called lame and corny, or not feeling accepted by their own community, majority of us still would date a black woman. Now, I will admit, there are some black men that have gone through things like that, whether it was a lot of bad experiences or only one experience, and they would refuse to date a black woman. Wait, why is there a red arrow pointing at me?
I know you're not going, boy. I'm about to get you.
Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that. This was a topic I wanted to talk about because the NFL draft is coming up, and I remember during last year's NFL draft, the black community was in an uproar because a lot of the players had white girlfriends. I still really don't understand why this happens. We live in the most diverse country in the world, but if you step outside of your race, it's deemed unacceptable, and you can be deemed not black for doing so. To me, it makes no sense. Date whoever you want and go wherever you are accepted. The most important thing is finding someone that accepts you and makes you happy, no matter their skin color. But when it comes to me, I remember having this conversation 2 years ago, and a wise man once said to me, you should totally date outside of your race because it will be the best of your life. You know, me personally, I might have to go see if blood cooking or not. So if you don't mind me, I'ma just...
Goofy, suck my dick. But he shot, matter of fact, working down, he get with the knob. So the caffeine and rap, you ain't spinning this block. So my name in the truck, these bullets, they hot. How you gangsta and you tryna box? Get back to your man, say I caught him from shot. While you jacking my end, nigga, now my heart. Hop out your bro, let's flop. Get it clicking. Catch 32 shots, no fence. That nigga a rat, yeah, I heard he was snitching. I feel like the Yankees, my bullets, they pitch. And my oldest friend shots, and you know he ain't missed. Catch 25 shots, I ain't talking on Christmas. Winning the outro, broke it the blessing. Like what? Like how? Gang, gang.